Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Julie with Bookshelf by Julie. Today we're working on our 100-day crafting challenge again. We're working on day 63, and what I'm going to do today is put this little Hinged journal insert, I'm going to use it as an insert, together. Now I showed you how to put the pockets. These are all pocket pages, okay? I showed you how to do this on another video in this 100-day challenge. So they're all hinged in together and they're all looking great. And we're gonna mat them and put on we're gonna make some fabric tape out of this, okay? It's just, I'm gonna put tape, double stick tape on it, and then I'm gonna call it fabric tape. Okay, so that's what we're doing today. If you didn't watch the other one where I showed how to make the pockets and all that, go back and visit that one. I'll be just really fun and happy to see you. So we're gonna mat these, and then I think I want this one to be my front. I think that's what I said. I wrote on the back of them, but you know when you put tape on there, it becomes an issue where I can kind of see it. But yeah, I'm gonna put this on the front, and we're gonna mat these on. There's so much you can do with these little journals. Where's my glue? Okay, so I'm not really, I don't know, I'm not planning on rounding the corners because, well, the pockets are straight, you know. If you were to round those corners, you'd be having a hole in the bottom of your pocket. So I didn't do that. So I'm going to sort of be cohesive in what I'm doing. I do that every now and then. So I'm going to put, this is my front. That's the top. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to put this on here, just matting it on to the front over here like so. Don't worry, there won't be too much elevator music today, I don't think. I don't know. It's a thing. But I wanted these on before I go and make my fabric tape. I like using that. Now look, when I'm going to do a sewn-in signature, no, that's complicated. You can put glue. You can put tape on it and such, but it's a little more difficult to sew through if you're doing a sewn-in signature. To do the double stick tape, because it stays sticky, right? It's even after you put it on there, it's still going to be sticky. So when your needle goes through it, is what I mean. It's going to be complicated. It'll be harder to pull through, if that makes sense. Okay, I think I put them in order over here. So now see, wouldn't this be a great place to put a pocket and such? I mean, you know, it's going to get decorated. You know it's going to get decorated. So that's a thing, right? So, but the first step is to get the matting pages on there. I mean, if you didn't want to do the matting part of this, you could always just, you know, decorate this part. You just don't have to do the matting if you don't want to. But I think, I don't know, to me it gives it an extra bit of something something, and I like it. So yeah, that's the thing. Sometimes you want double mats, sometimes you want just a single mat, you know, whatever you want. It's your creation. You can do it however you want. Trying to center this up as much as I can. Now, on an envelope journal, you want to give yourself a little more room over here because you're going to open that up. This is already open, so we're not going to open this. That would be counterproductive. It would be not good. So we made these pockets open at the top. You can make them to open on the sides. That's all cool and good. I didn't do that this time. I wanted them all to open on the top because I'm going to put bigger-ish things just slide right in there. Not today, but I'm going to. It's going to be a thing. That's going to happen. This one's going to be an insert thing into the hometown journal. Whenever I get around to it, I'm going to make it. But it's going to be made after this 100-day challenge. I thought I could do everything all at the same time. No. That just doesn't work for me. It really doesn't. So I am going to do the 100-day challenge, and then I'm going to get back into my regularly scheduled programs. It's the only way I could figure to do what I wanted to do, and do it well, I guess. Do it not too. I wanted it to have value, you know. I want things to be something that you know you're going to get something of value when you come to visit me, right? Okay, let me turn this around this way. And I am grateful you guys come to visit me. It's just awesome that you do, and I'm very appreciative of everyone who comes to watch and visit and hang out with me. If you leave a comment, I like that too. If you like, I like that too. If you subscribe, I really like that too. I mean, really, I'm not that hard to please, but some things I really like. Yeah, so we're going to get this. I mean, it's not too much elevator music. I just wanted to get these matted, and I figured, well, if I'm going to do it, I may as well do it on a video, right? So I did ink them beforehand, and as you can see, I did cut them out. I'm using the digital collage pages that I made for the hometown journal kit. I just cut them in pieces because, you know, a whole page is a whole page. So, just saying. So there you go. We're just going to continue on. I think I've got them in order. I'm pretty sure I do. That, you know, get too confusing. I don't mean for you. I mean for me. I'm easily confused. So, I don't know. It's just the way I am. I try not to say, huh, too much. I just, you know, but it happens. So, yeah, I've got a lot of this to do, but, you know, look, when I'm doing the hometown journal, I'm going to have quite a few things ready. Make sure I'm on the upside. Yep, up, okay. I'm going to have quite a few things ready now with doing these little craft along thingies in our 100-day challenge. I mean, you don't have to use, what in the world is that? You don't have to use the hometown journal kit to make. You can make this out of any papers, any digitals, any of it. You can make it out of I wouldn't really make it out of copy paper. Those hinges might not be strong enough to hold things together. But, yeah, you can make it out of scrapbook paper. You know, there's a lot of the cheaper paper pads that you can get now, and they're kind of fun. They have some fun colors and patterns and things. That's okay. But if you want the hometown journal kit, it's on my Etsy shop. Just saying, it's there if you want it. I think the collage pages are absolutely beautiful in it. They are. I wish I'd have printed out some to show, but I didn't. I have, and actually I have 4 different, was it 4? I think it was 4 different pages because I did vertical pages and horizontal pages, and I didn't want to cheat the vertical, so I did collage pages in both directions, and there's 2, so that makes 4, right? Usually. Unless you're doing algebra, then it might not be right. Or trigonometry, or, you know, some of that other stuff. Glad I don't have to do that anymore. I have war stories about that stuff. I did, when I was doing my certification for my teaching degree, the state I lived in, you had to do 12 praxis exams, and it was not pretty. It was not pretty at all. And I had to do trigonometry and geometry and some more stuff that's not nice with no calculator. And I'm like, what? Are you kidding me? So, as I said, I have war stories. We won't go there. I might get, you know, traumatic syndrome or something. It was not fun. But I did it, and I passed it. I wouldn't want to do it right now, because that's something you really have to work and practice and all kinds of such and such, you know. Okay, hold on. I'm having technical difficulties. Hold on a second. Okay, I think I'm back. I worked out my technical difficulty. Maybe. I thought that things would, you know, be a lot better with my internet with fiber. Turns out not a whole lot different. And, you know, that can cause you problems. I have to be able to see what I'm doing and make sure I'm staying in shot. And the only way to do that is through a mirroring device. So, or at least for me. I know other people have some fancy schmancy stuff, but for me, I have a mirroring device that I use. And so explaining myself, and, you know, it's just a, yep. Okay, this one's next. Yep. I try not to have too many technical difficulties, but some things, you know, they're beyond your control, and you just deal with them. So there you go. So let's see what I can do about getting these on here, and then we're going to make our fabric tape. How fun is that? I think fabric tape is a lot of fun. Now, if you go to buy it on, you know, wherever, Amazon or craft shops and stuff, it's expensive. And, you know, it's not any better really than what you can make yourself. In my feeble opinion, that's because they're putting adhesive on to fabric, and maybe it's not even the fabric you want to use. I mean, I'm a little picky about that. I've got some, mostly they make a couple of colors. Brown and white, and it's pretty good. I mean, you know, I've used it, but I hate having to spend money on that because it's so expensive. So I don't if I don't have to, and I don't have to a whole lot. So, I mean, hey, if you can do it yourself, you know. Okay. See, not too much elevator music, right? I can just, you know, craft on. I enjoy this, and I hope you guys are enjoying it. Just putting these things together and hanging out together, doing things like this. Wouldn't it be fun if we could get together and do a big class or whatever, and just I could show you how to do all kinds of stuff in sort of real time. Maybe in the future. I got to figure some stuff out. Okay, now we're gonna do this. Get our back on, right? I do like these papers. They're beautiful, right? I think they are. I hope you guys like them. Yep. I think I've been on a nostalgic theme this year with my digital papers. Yep. It just seems that way. And then one that I'm working on now, again, nostalgia. It's a thing. It's my theme this year, I guess. Nostalgia. Okay, right there like so. Okay. Now, there's that. Okay, I've got this fabric I had laying around. I like it to be a little bit, and on this it's going to show, so I want it to be a little bit, you know, frayed on the edge, not scared, just frayed. Okay, so I want it to be, I don't want to do any more than I have to since I'm putting tape on it, right? So let's go from here, I think. It can hang over a little bit, not too much. Yep, I do like the frayed look on things like this specifically. Wait a minute, I didn't finish this. I'm in a hurry, or I'm just forgetful. I'm being Mrs. Price again, you know. Bed knobs and broomsticks, if you don't, you know, get my reference. It's an old Disney movie. I liked it. It might not have been one of their biggest and grandest and most well-known and whatever, but I really liked it. Okay. There you go. Now it's on there, for sure. Okay. So I'm going to put that aside, and I'm going to lay this. Now, which side do I want to use? On fabric, generally there's a side that's the right side and the wrong side, but sometimes the wrong side is just as nice or better than the other side. Which side do I want to use? That side, which looks good, or that side, which still looks okay, but I think I'm going to use okay, I'm going to put the tape on this side, and I'm going to use the other side as the top, if that makes sense. It'll make sense in a minute. So I'm going to put this here, sort of down the middle-ish, right? Now, there's a lot of ways to do this. This is just the me way. I do what I do. And then I live with it. But I'm going to press this in really good. And then we'll take our backing off. I may leave these, the reason I put it down the middle like that is I may leave these loose. Does that make sense? If it works out right, I may leave them loose. I might. Okay. It's just I don't know, a little thought in my little brain. If that makes sense at all. Okay. So, let's get that off of there. I do want to put a little bit of glue on here. You have to be careful with this because, yeah. You don't want it to get on the straight fabric that's hanging over the side there because it will always look like a wet spot on your project, so don't do that. And if you do, did I go over? If you do, just, you know, smudge it a little. Okay, so let's bring this back in, make sure we're on the right side. We want to put it on the spine, not the other side, right? Okay, so, wait a minute. I want to start with the front. All right, right, like so. I think so, I think so, I think so, like so. Yep, like that. Oh, that's going to be so pretty. Then I'm going to carefully fold that over, and then carefully fold this over. What a pretty insert that is. I may have a little bit too much up there. I can trim that off. But now we've got our journal base more or less put together. This little insert, I'm calling it an insert because to me that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it in that bigger journal. So that's okay down here, but I still want to take a little bit off up here. Let me see what I can do. It's a little bit awkward to do this, but I do want it to be not quite so tall, right? Okay, and then that'll fray on its own, hopefully. Just a little bit, but it was bothering me, so, you know, there you go. All right, yep, it's going to fray on its own. See there? And I'm going to help it by taking some of those long ones off. Okay, now, pretty, pretty, pretty. We'll come back, if I have time in the 100-day challenge, I'll come back and do some more in this. If not, I'll do it later in the Hometown Journal series, okay? Because that is really pretty. I like it. I like it. Okay, today is 63. Where's my pencil? And we have got it done. Technical difficulties and all. Not too much elevator music either. So we did it. And remember, each one of these is a top-loading pocket. Lots of things to do yet on this. But so pretty, right? And so easy. I mean, really, putting that together is super simple and easy. And then you've got all these wonderful pages that are pockets. And, I mean, gosh, what a impactful little journal, right? Okay, you guys take care. Please like and subscribe, pretty please. Thanks for watching. TTFN.